Hey traders, so welcome back to another Sunday video. And what I like to do in videos like this, I like to share my game plan for the next week. And just I like to do this so you can all prepare for the upcoming week. We study about the fundamentals and we study about the technicals, and we try to understand what may be coming in the upcoming weeks. So before we actually tune into the video, please do me a favor and hit the like and the subscribe button. This just motivates me to continue what I'm doing and also helps me with the algorithm, to be honest. So talking about gold, let's talk about a little bit of technicals first, and then we'll move to the fundamental picture that what can be coming into the gold. So what we saw last week, we saw that the gold continued to move higher, but we saw it failed around this 2720 area, and then it started to come back on the downside again. So this level acts as a strong resistance point for gold again, and just gold is again just in a mixed technical picture right now. I thought that with the some strength, with the some technical strengths last week, I thought that we may start to get something like this on gold, but we didn't, and we actually failed. So this is very much for the technicals. You have the bottom here. You have a strong support area here from where we previously rejected, which is around 2600, and then you have a greater demand zone here. So this is very much it for the technicals. Now, some people may ask that why is gold falling like this? Okay, so why is gold like selling like hell, or why there is a huge sell off in gold? So before you say this, I want to show you this. So like gold is not selling hard. Okay, it is in a strong upward trend for all year, and it's just a small, you can say, a profit taking move or a small reaction to the PPA news which came. So what happened on the PPA news? PPA news actually came in higher, which caused the gold to dump. Now I will not go into the details. I will just tell you, if the inflation is higher, it means that the interest rates may be hiked, or maybe the rates will stay higher for longer. Okay, which is a bad story for gold. So if the interest rates are going up, or maybe if the interest rates are higher, then this is a bad story for gold. Gold goes down. So this is the general case, and that's it. I don't want to go in so many details. Now we will talk a little bit about technicals, and I will tell you my game plan as we head into the important week, which is the next week. As next week we are getting the decision from the Fed. We are getting the Fomc meeting, and we will know where the interest rates are heading, and we may also get some clues that where the interest rates will go in 25. As the US economy still stands strong, so it will be an important meeting, as we will, as like in the start of 2024 we thought that a lot of interest rates are coming, but now as we are going into the end of the 2024, the US economy still stands very strong compared to some other European countries, which, and due to this, the case seems like that we may not get enough rate cuts in 25, which is again in turn is a bad story for gold. So talking about the fundamentals a little bit, fundamentals. So what we have next week, let's just see this. We have the manufacturing PMI of USD on Monday, and the services PMI. Also we have the manufacturing PMI from the Europe too. So this is the first thing which we are getting on Monday. Now on Tuesday, what we have on Tuesday, we have the retail sales data. This is also going to be very much important, as it will tell us that if the economy still stands strong, if the people are still able to buy stuff or not. So yeah, this is also going to be important. And then for some people, maybe on Wednesday, but for me, it's on Thursday, 12 a.m. The big one comes out, which is the Fed's rate decision, and then the FOMC press conference. Okay, so the picture here currently is that we are expecting currently a 25-point rate cut. So we are widely expecting a 25-point rate cut. And how I know this, that we are widely expecting a 25-point rate cut, I will just show you. If we go here and we type here CME Fed Watch tool, and we go here. Okay, so this is a site I talked about in my previous video. So this is the site which tracks the bond market, what investors are doing in the bond markets, and according to that, it calculates the probabilities of where the future interest rates will be head. So it's just a probability. It's not like directly linked with the Fed. It's just calculate data on some probabilities. So as you can see, currently we are expecting a 25-point rate cut, and there are a 96% chances that a 25-point rate cut will happen in the upcoming Fed meeting, and there are very low chances that a rate cut will not happen. So yeah, 96% of the investors are thinking that a rate cut will happen, which is a bullish story for gold. But right now, the story is a little different. Right now, the story is this rate cut is expected, and even if the 25-point rate cut happens, then gold will not move much. Why? Because the markets are ahead of us. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's go to the chart of gold for some little time. Okay, so the rate cut, the 25-point rate cut, it is already expected by the markets for a long time now, and markets have already priced in. Okay, so these upward moves, or you can say this upward move, or you can say this upward move, all of them were because we were expecting, like, not totally because, but a part of it. Okay, so it was because of, as we were expecting, a 25-point rate cut, which is in turn a bullish thing for gold. But as we have already expected it, and it has already been priced in, now even if you get a 25-point rate cut, gold will not move much. It will just keep consolidating or maybe even fall. Okay, the thing which gold bulls need right now, they need a 50-point rate cut. Either they need a 50-point rate cut, or the second thing which they can expect, they need a slowing US economy. Okay, so they can get both of them next week. They may get a 50-point rate cut, or maybe they will get a slowing US economy. And how you will know that the US economy is slowing? With these data. Okay, so you have the services PMI, you have the manufacturing PMI, and you have the retail sales data. So if they come below expectations, then it will hint that the US economy is slowing down, which a bad economy is a bullish sign for gold, as it create some uncertainty among the people, among the investors. But right now, where we are standing is a bearish scenario for gold. Last week, I turned bullish on gold because of some scenarios I explained in my previous video. I am not going to talk about them again. But currently, I am a little mixed on gold. What I will be waiting for, I will be waiting for the services PMI, I will be waiting for the retail sales. This will give me some insights that where the US economy is heading. Right now, the US economy looks quite strong. Okay, so this will give some hints. This will give some more hints. And after that, again, I will be waiting for the rate decision, and I will wait for the press conference to settle down. Once these three things settle down, then I will prepare, I will plan that if I am going to stay bullish on gold, or if I am going to turn out bearish on gold. Now, the thing which gold bulls need is that maybe a 50-point rate cut. Okay, or maybe if you don't get a 50-point rate cut, like let's say you get the widely expected 25-point rate cut, then there is another hope for the gold bulls, which is a press conference. Okay, now the press conference is generally in which the Powell speaks, and he tells his plan about the future of the military policy. He gives some hints, some clues, and maybe if in this upcoming press conference, he gives some hints that maybe the inflation is going on the right path, the inflation is slowing down, and we don't need to worry about anything, and we will continue to slow down rates even in 2025. Then this can be a bullish sign for gold. Okay, so there's a lot coming in the next week, and next week is probably going to be my last trading week, as after this we can see the volatility and the volumes go very low. So yeah, next week is going to be my last trading week, and I will be just planning a swing trade based on all of these data, based on the retail sales and based on the manufacturing PMI and based on the press conference and risk decision. I will gather all of them, and depending on them, I will plan a swing trade. Now, what gold bears need? If you are a gold bear, then for now you are going very good, and I'm happy for you. Okay. So what the gold bears need right now, they need the US economy to stay strong. They need the retail sales data to stay strong. They need the PMIs to stay strong. And at the same time, they need either a 25-point rate cut or a no rate cut. Okay. If the rate cut goes to a 50-point rate cut, then this is a very bad sign for gold bears. But if the rate cut, which is widely expected, happens, then this is a very good sign for gold bears. And also, if in the press conference the Powell says that the economy is still very strong, the labor market is still very strong, and the inflation is not maybe slowing at the pace we expected, so maybe they will cut rates at a less pace in 2025. If these things happen, then this is a very good scenario for gold. And to be very honest, what I'm expecting right now is the same story. Okay, so if next week we see that the core retail sales are strong, the PMIs are standing strong, then maybe I will position myself for a bearish position even before the FOMC press conference. So this is going to be very much my game plan and my areas of interest, talking about the technicals. After that, I will try to show you the chart of DXY too, so you can get a better understanding. So what will be my technical points of interest? Let's talk about them. Maybe if the scenario is bearish for gold, which I am currently expecting, then my point of interest is obviously going to be this area, or maybe if we fail out at this area. So this is a zone on the 4 hour time frame. I actually like to do my uh, analysis mainly on the 4 hour and a daily time frame. I will show you this area too. You can have a better understanding. Okay. So these are this is my point of interest. This is my point of interest. Okay, so you can see that this was the point of resistance. We rejected from here, we broke it, and we took some support from here. We again bounced back, we came back, we again took some support from here, and then we actually failed and then continued to go down. So this is also going to be a very strong resistance area on the 4 hour time frame, which I will be waiting for. Next, if you move on to the next picture, my next point, then I will be waiting for a break and close below this area. If you get one, then I will be obviously looking for cold bears, maybe something like this. Okay, so this is very much my technical game plan for gold, and right now I'm mixed, to be very honest. But on Monday and Tuesday we are getting some important data, and if they stand strong, then obviously I will try to ride this move for a much lower move. The past week some things happened. We have the Syria situation, okay, and we also have some news from the Chinese central bank that they are stacking up gold again. So there was some uncertainty going on in Syria, and the Chinese bank started to buy gold again. So these were some two very bullish scenarios for gold, which caused mainly this move. That's why I changed my bias to bullish. But right now again, as we are back in this range, I am again mixed on gold, and I will be waiting for. I will be waiting for a fundamental clarity, little more fundamental clarity. As for now, the fact of the Syria situation seems to be ended, and this news from the China also seemed not strong enough to continue to push gold higher. Okay, so this is very much the thing for gold currently. And now if we try to talk about okay, give me a second. Okay, now if we try to talk about a little bit about DXY, which is also important to see. So okay, we will talk about a little bit about some other currency based too, maybe euro and pound. So yeah, what's the story for the DXY currently? This is the 4 hour time frame. I will just switch to the daily time frame. And okay, so as the gold is widely traded in dollars, so if the DXY is strong, then obviously the gold goes down. So this is the general case, and right now we are seeing that DXY is quite strong enough, and the reason you have to understand why. And the thing is because the US economy is performing quite well, and at the same time its counterparts, which you can say the Europe, their economies are not performing that well. Okay, and at the same time the due to the economies of the Europe side are not performing that well, they are cutting their interest rates. Why? While what you have for the US side, that you have a very strong economy, you have a very strong labor market, and due to this it seems like that the Fed will not cut that much. Okay, so again, all these scenarios are bullish for the dollar, and that's why you are seeing a very strong uptrend for dollar. And what it looks like currently, seeing the economies in the Europe, it looks like that the dollar is still going to continue dominate its other counterparts in the Europe in 2025. So due to this, I am turning a little uh, you can say bearish on some other pairs. Okay, so what I will be watching for, I will be looking some sells on euro USD. I am actually currently in a sell, but it's just I'm testing my strategy, my a new swing trading strategy which I'm currently testing, but I will be planning to share this trade too. Okay, so I will be planning to trade it in a live account. So what I will be waiting for, maybe a break of this area or maybe a retest of this area. If we get some positive news from the US, outside of the US in the next week, then obviously I will be looking for the continuation of this level. And obviously, this is going to be a positional trade and not a swing trade. If I take this position, then it will be a positional trade for me. as next year you are getting Trump. Okay, so Trumpflation is a thing. I will explain that later, but right now this is my very much scenario that I will be looking for some bearish setups on Euro USD if you get some good news outside of the US in the next week. And also I will be looking for some bearish setups on Pound USD too. Let's just see the chart of the Pound USD too, and then we will maybe end this video. Uh, it is Pound. Yeah, it is Pound. So let's just look at this chart. I have not planned any setup right now, and I have not just marked anything on it. So yeah, let's just see it together. So we are currently rejecting from this area, and it is just trading in the zone. So what I will be waiting for on Pound, if you get again a good news from outside of the US. So I am very much interested in this area and this area. So if you get a break of this area, then I will be looking for some pullback, and then I will look for continuation of sells. Okay, or if you get it rise bounce back from this area, then obviously this is going to be my area of interest, and I will be looking for some continuation of sells at this area or maybe at this area. What I mean by this is I will be looking for sells at every resistance area or at every break of support if you get a good news outside of the US in the next week, which is widely expected. So yeah, we will see. We will see. Also, before we end the video, please do me a favor. Make sure that you have hit the like and the subscribe button. And also, if you are not in our Telegram channel, we have a free Telegram channel too, where I update my analysis on time to time, and they get update actually more early than the YouTube people. So I will drop the link in description. You can join from the link in description. It's totally free. And if you have any questions about the analysis, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can actually personally ask me in Telegram. I will try my best to help you. So yeah, this was pretty much it for the video. We will meet in the next video. Happy trading and best of luck for the big week. Before we end the video, make sure that you are disciplined. Okay, wait for the total fundamental and technical clarity, then enter into a trade. Okay, every day comes with a new opportunity, every week comes with a new opportunity, and every month comes with a new opportunity. So don't run behind the opportunity, let the opportunity present itself to you. So that's it for the video, and yeah, best of luck. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Goodbye.